everything.
And I see the game already loaded perfectly. So I would really wonder if it's a Heartstopper first pick, maybe with and hoping that the Haunt maybe comes back. Oh god, this
I'm
is such a
expecting.
strong pool. There's also the lucky shot.
I don't
Yeah,
see
it's so
Heightstopper
good.
going first pick here. There's so many other
Yeah.
things.
I
Yeah,
think
but
whichever team picks up Black Hole, if they're any way competent, they will have to pick up Silence after. Like you need to have that Silence to counter Black Hole straight away because
true.
that's the clear thing.
Yeah.
And if you let it go, you run the risk of losing Silence and Black Hole to one team, and that's just two ultimates you can't live without. Like I think the only thing that really would like even with Rolling Thunder, I don't even in this draft, Rolling Thunder has very little priority here.
And Fiery Soul first pick. That's weird. And nice.
That wasn't the
The
one I
Glaze
was
of
thinking
Wisdom.
of, but it's
Yeah.
definitely not Heartstopper.
I mean, there's
See where they
also
go.
they changed Lucky Shot so that it also procs from spell damage. So you can take something that procs a lot, like Dual Breath, which procs like 10 times, or even Liquid Fire or
Yep.
Backropire. And you guarantee to get off a lot of Lucky Shot procs, which is also really strong. And Spin still in the pool, I would definitely take that. Really strong laning ability and also provides a
Space knows it.
spell
He picks it up.
immunity. Yeah, he's getting it. And now highly contest. Ooh, so that mana
The
burn is still in the pool.
swashbuckle.
And the swash, yeah. Now
Yeah.
maybe Pango has to counter the. Maybe
Yeah.
just swash and shield crash on Pango.
Craft Swash is pretty good. Gotta think about it quickly. Goes for Reaper's Scythe instead.
Mm-hmm.
And is Enigma just getting Malefice
I'm
plus
getting
Eidolons?
nervous. Yeah.
There's still dispersion. There's so much stuff in this pool. Oh my god, on Bulwark. And
I don't know what's gonna happen
They're
here.
just ignoring the ults, which is just so concerning to me.
he
Because as
should
you
pick
say,
Swash
like,
because
yeah, you got to pick Swash to deny that. But you're right, like that
yeah.
pickup of
Surely.
the black
Yeah.
hole
Okay. Good.
silence.
Maybe Haunt now. Haunt now on Lina would be still annoying. Having
Yeah.
an illusion with mana burn. Probably dispersion next on. Okay.
Probably
Maybe
maybe
the
even a utility item. Yeah. Blink Spear is very nice.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a great start.
Ooh, but not
Warcry
Black
not
Hole?
touched at all.
I think Haunt on Sven. Get a Radiance. Or not. I mean that's a
Shield
good Shield
crash.
Crash is really strong. Low cooldown, low mana cost.
It's gonna
Helps you
go well
farm.
with the Heartstopper, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. He you cannot pull him out of lane, and he's able to solo the lane really early on.
All right, so they pick up the silence first. That means the other guys really don't want the black hole.
That's
Yeah, but
clever. That's
now
smart. Yeah. You kind of you're basically baiting them, saying if you want Black Hole, we already
We
counter
already
you.
got it, yeah.
But that means that Spectre or Nagisa have the choice of picking up Black Hole. It's optional. Blinking Black Hole is right there.
Oh yeah. I mean,
honestly, I'm not even sure. Does Rebuke proc the Fire Soul? I'm not. Maybe it does, and I'm not aware of it. But to me, naturally, it would feel it doesn't proc it. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is it
Yeah,
counted
but
as a spell or not a skill?
I mean, you have some bonus damage on it. Maybe because of that, it procs it.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
depends on the wording, right? If it's tasked as not a spell, then
That Swan
I mean,
build is disgusting. I hope they pick at least Haunt on the dire side on Lina, cause else the Swan is gonna be too strong and solo carry the game if he gets Haunt. Okay, leaves it to Centaur. Doesn't want to leave it to Lina, I guess. With mana burn, it's still pretty strong. I'm not sure. Is Shakira a core or is it a support? I think they would need a Shakira with the level 10 talent. With the 300 plus 325 range. He has like 725 afterwards. He would be a decent carry. Get a Witchblade, Treads. Maybe a Shard later on. Yeah, that's. I mean, the Enigma still has a good shard. The Warcry shard. Really strong. Do you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Looking
trying to
at
look up
the,
whether or not the.
Okay, well, it's so silent.
I'm looking up God's Rebuke just to see if it is it correctly
Okay, you're doing the
counted. Yeah, I'm doing
analysis of
I'm doing
that. Okay.
the analysis
I'm
stuff. Yeah.
for the life of me trying to figure out the Fiery Soul proc there in terms of does that actually do anything?
We both looked at the other angle of the same thing.
It's
Okay,
just
but
like,
I'm coming back.
is
I'm
this
coming
gonna
back.
do that? I just don't
Right.
know. I've never even thought of trying to put those two things together.
Yeah. So
I would
Blink Counterspell Rolling Thunder looks good here.
yeah, the Spectre
Looks
build is
pretty good.
super annoying with the
Yeah,
blink,
that's gonna be a pain.
the rolling. Then you have the triple shard for.
I called it Great Cleave Blade Dance. So crit and cleave and God Strength. You don't really need items. Just get lots of stats and a BKB, and you're
Yeah, but he has
hitting
no
things
mobility
hard.
on AM and no lockdown, so he really needs like
Uh,
30 minutes to just farm.
yeah, that should help with Great Cleave, but yeah, the Bulwark I don't think it's the right choice here. I would have made it a min max build if I'm having to, or even just get Healing Ward. You have something then. But yeah, we'll see what that provides. Pango's build, I don't really like at all.
Well, the dual buff is gonna proc the
The
lucky shot a lot, if I recall correctly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
that's
of the changes with the spell damage,
disgusting.
right? So dual breath does
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 procs of damage or something like that.
No,
I honestly
10,
can't. 10
Yeah.
procs of
procs,
damage.
10.
It's quite a
Yeah.
bit.
And 50%
That's annoying.
chance to proc it, the lucky shot disarm, so you're more or less guaranteed if you hit dual breath to disarm them for I think 4 seconds is the maxed out lucky shot disarm. Yeah, well-rounded build on both. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that the Dire build is too bad. They have global, then I just wonder what role Jakiro is playing. I would say he should be a core.
See what he's doing with his items. It looks like a mid build, I'd say. It doesn't make sense for offlane. You don't have enough stats to eat for there. I think he is going mid. No, sorry. Nagisa definitely going mid. I think he's a 3 then. He might be playing 3 or 4.
I'm just
Yeah, it's odd. It's very odd.
I think he's 3 and the Lina is mid, and I don't like it too much.
I think he's 4 now, actually, because otherwise you're taking farm away from Spectre, and is that okay? Maybe that's okay. Rolling Thunder, you blink.
No, you don't
spear,
need much on Spectre.
don't
You
really.
need like
3 it is.
Mana boots and the shard, and it's done.
Probably
Your
3
build is
then.
great.
Probably 3.
And Jakiro can scale with his build. See no fight for the runes.
A little bit of a contest bottom there. Uses
Actually,
the spear.
speaking of no fight, there was a fight for the runes at the bottom lane, and is he gonna get away okay? He looks fine.
There's a nice cheeky spear play there to get the rune.
He knew what he was doing. He was like, I'm gonna catch this. I'm just gonna throw this out. Guarantee it.
But I think the mid matchup might even can go Lina's way with the mana burn. If he zones out the Sven, he could win it.
It's gonna be pretty hard to zone out though, right? With both that shield crash and the Heartstopper we talked about.
Yeah, but if he never has mana to cast
On a
his
liquid
shield
fire, yeah, I think Lina's gonna push him out very quickly this lane.
I mean, once he has like a few levels, like level 3, he might can recover with the Heartstopper regen, but still not an easy lane for him.
Look at the damage he's taking now.
And it's also kind of bad because you always have mana thanks to the Heartstopper regen, so you take more damage from the mana break.
Actually, I didn't think of that. That's quite the pickle, in fact. And attack slow is definitely not going to help. Like, all the damage that Gisa's taken so far has just been creeps and passive.
Yeah, but both heroes have like really high base damage. Sven especially.
All the way
Bottom
bottom.
lane, in fact, it looks like Frisky gonna fall there to know for sure. Arcane Curse doing its work. The glaives are coming out as well. I think they're gonna leave the Juggernaut to be just to tickle the Spectre. In fact, the spear comes out. They're going to try and get this kill, but they're not on the same page. I think actually they're still going to get it. The stun is out here as well, but is Frizzy going to suffer? No, it's not. But that looks like level 2 much earlier for them. And there's going to be another fight at the top lane. Flint trying to run away here. Casting the Eidolons to try and take away some of the damage. He's actually juking. He's going to try and
The squash is
get
ready.
the score. And the swash is missed! I can't believe it! And it's going to be the stun. And this is probably going to be his death, in fact. Oh no, what a misplay. That's just really unfortunate. Didn't get the swash in the right direction.
I'll blame the ping.
To be fair, 200, I'd struggle myself with that. And again, going back to bottom lane, Spectre taking a lot of damage. 30 HP here. Looks like Juggernaut's going to get this right click. A couple more bits, and that's another kill. Good return now, getting them a little bit more comfort here in the bot lane. But my goodness, the hero damage here. Yeah, look at poor Necro's items. He's got nothing but consumables, and I already had to pop that salve. It's going really roughly for him.
I mean, you just need a few mangoes to be able to constantly spam the 2 stuns.
Coin for me.
Then maybe later on Arcane Boots. He's not relying on too much farm. If he's played
Not
as
too
5.
much indeed. Yeah.
The black hole is always... I mean, they have to counter to the black hole, so it's not... You shouldn't be focusing too much on the black hole with your build. And play
Yeah,
more
perhaps
around
not.
your 2 stuns. And mid, I mean, space keeps up with CS-wise, at least.
Gonna get slowed now. This is the part where the
Yeah.
build gets really hard. But being a bit greedy here, going for treads first. Not really much farm advantage though. Oh, actually, it's maybe a wave or 2. Cowboy got two braces already now.
And the
And again,
Necro
bot
is
lane.
trouble again.
Yeah, the stun was there, but not enough to catch the Spectre as well, unfortunately. And again, top lane, if we have a look. And that's going to be one more right click, and Pandora's going to clean him up at the well in the top lane.
Last 6 int already, by the way, on Chikiro. Smart boy.
Yeah, so doing really well now in this their second game for today. With looks like Gyro 2 buff not really doing super well in this early stage of the game.
Because they have really strong lanes on Sibfamily. I think maybe later on, when it comes all together for a Necro dying again.
Yeah,
If it
this
all
is looking
comes
rough.
together for Gyro 2P, they're still strong.
But look at the level disparity of the bot lane there. Pangal is on level 2, Necro is still on level 2 as well, and Jakiro's almost level 6. He's a quarter of the way from level 5. This is for a lane you need to survive. This is rough, and even on the top lane, there is a lot of disparity there as well. Level 4 on both the heroes there. I mean, it's only the mid lane that's going well, but if you look now, the mid lane's starting to escalate. 32 last hits against 21 on the Sven. So Space Cowboy really starting to struggle here.
And 15 denies on top.
Yeah. Going for a little bit of an engage here. Getting the creeps, but yeah, that mana burn is very, very annoying. Tickles, but God, it's very, very, very annoying to deal with.
Yeah, but mana burn falls off a bit. It's really, really strong in lane, but later on, you get
2 stuns there.
jump
They're trying to
down.
get a kill here. Yep, looks like the stun's coming out first, but it looks like Gods Above it's really low level, and this is probably not a great idea. The Blink's gonna actually secure the kill. And that was a rotation from the Pango from top lane to try and come down to get a kill, and it looks like, unfortunately, leaving him alone, Centaur is also going to fall as well. And mid lane, there's going to be a gank there as Nagisa gets a kill. This is
1 on each lane. Oh
Wow.
my god.
It's all falling apart.
3 minutes. No, it's 6 minutes in this game, and it's already looking pretty rough. No gyro in this game,
They finally killed
and
the
it doesn't
Chikiro.
stop.
Out of mana on all heroes. Low on
he-
region.
Didn't reach level 6, but that was another rotation. They're trying to find their footing back into this game. They might even try and go on this Spectre here. It looks like they're thinking about it. They don't have the mana, really. None of them really do, but they're just going to stand up, walk up to him, and try and throw him back.
If not, I mean, the Pango could give the mangoes to
Looks like this is gonna get a kill here. Jakiro's not really got the movement speed to try and catch up. He's gonna try.
The disarm kicks in a little bit, at least.
Watch now if Juggernaut has managed to proc God's Rebuke into Fiery Soul. Doesn't have the matter to use it yet. The spear narrowly misses, taking a couple shots on the tower for his punishment here. Little respite going into the 7th minute of this game.
Still
Just a
wondering
little
what
bit.
What the Sven should build here. If he just goes like a blade mail and face tanks the whole, casts all his spells, or his shield crash and macro and just hopes for the best.
I'd go for something like, yeah, something utilitarian. So maybe something like a Crimson Guard, maybe something like a Sange or a Lotus Orb, just to catch a lot of the attention, but to throw it also all the way back. I think Blade Mail might not be enough here.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not
he has
really
the
been
options of
popular.
the Radiance, and maybe
Radiance wouldn't be too bad actually as well. Yeah, they're gonna
it's
double stack these sentries in the mid lane as well. Little miscommunication there. Oh, Arena used in the top lane to try and get a kill on the Centaur, but doesn't actually kill him. And the Haunt comes out now mid lane. They're going to be killed on the Lina. It looks like she is going to fall to Space Cowboy. One more right click will do it, and he does go down. So a couple of oh,
ooh, and a shit tip. The space
Blopp in the game.
special.
Blopp.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's the space special. He's maxing Heartstopper over Shield Crash. That's.
Brave.
I wouldn't do that. I would still max the Shield Crash. Just 300 damage is still.
I think Dispersion a little bit better because Shield Crash is not permanent, so. Whereas Dispersion, the reflection is quite high there. Speaking, while I'm speaking, it looks like they did dive the tier 1 on the bot lane. It looks like Centaur looking for it. The blink's gonna come off in 2 seconds. 1, and they don't be able to get it out.
Like that did a cheeky play there, using the counter spell to redirect the Stormhammer back to Necro. And
Clever,
just-
very, very clever indeed.
So let's see, Jakiro, yeah, already has good net worth. Power Treads, Falcon Blades, going for Dragonlance next.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
And he really wants his level 10 talents on Jakiro. Extra range.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
3 heroes on bot, they might look for a kill on the Jakiro.
They've had 3 heroes bottom here for the last little while. I think they just given up top lane completely here.
Yeah, tower also dropped.
Like he's not giving any space to Sven at all. Like
Arena
Sven
on
moved
bot.
there. Oh,
Trying to save the Jakiro, but it was not enough. It looked
They
like
sorely need
G2OP
levels.
slowly able to stabilize the game a bit. Getting a kill
but-
here and there.
that gold lead is coming down a little bit.
It's evening up.
Oh, Rolling Thunder though ready now on the Spectre. And the TP now for Gods Above Gods going to that top lane.
Ooh, Spectre
It looks
in
like
trouble,
Lina gonna
gets-
be
almost
together.
gets off the rolling. And the center
That's
should
gonna be a
dead.
kill here. Yeah.
They're looking for more in the Necro.
Dyer's middle
The blink is there. Oh, the plays. The spear just misses though. Unfortunately, he has the one ready, but
Radiant's bottom tower
That is a
under
shame.
attack. Dyer's middle tower.
that's
It
the
looks
tier
like
1 for sure.
The rebuke procs the Fiery Soul.
Did you get the catch? Did you actually catch that? All right.
And he's
Radiant's
getting
bottom
Sweet.
really greedy on the Juggernaut with a Battle Fury. No brown boots Battle Fury.
Spectre's been really on point with that counterspell usage. It's 3 Stormhammers now I've seen reflected back.
Hans trying to save his teammates.
Hot, but they don't catch
Juggernaut.
anyone inside it, but they've forced Juggernaut all the way to the top. There's a bit of a split fight here. The Reaper Scythe does come out and clean up Nagisa overextending with the rest of the team wandering around the
but
staircase here.
Big kill on the leader still for using the
Yeah,
Reaper
they're
Scythe
trying
on her.
These engagements are going well, but the gold keeps going up for them. They're getting these towers, they're getting more of the map control, so although they're getting some nice pickoffs, it's just a little bit of a misplay for these individuals, and the rest, meanwhile, the rest of the fights are going really still in Dire's favor.
Yeah, also Sven not skilling the Macropie, I mean,
That's a bit confusing.
he has the
Yeah,
mana at least to... I mean, he doesn't have, if it skills it up to
Is there
level
active spells
2.
other than the... Yeah, come on. Shield Crash for the win.
You can at least use it to like hold the tower and stuff.
Clear out some waves. The going in though, the spear does miss, and now he's stuck in no man's land. RB does channel the Rolling Thunder. He's going to be looking for this kill, but there's only 2 of them here. I think he's probably going to think better of that, and he's going to back out. Nagisa now stuck in no man's land. Why is he trying to build some distance between him? And it does, so Fiery Soul does have stacks now. So it looks like that, yep. So God's
Yeah, of
Rebuke
course.
does stack up the Fire Rebuke, so that is working as
has-
intended.
The issue is he has no space to farm. Look at the net worth. He's like
Yeah.
second lowest of all the cores. Nearly the Dire supports nearly have as much gold as him. So, but he farms really fast. So once he gets
Yeah,
his
definitely
Battle
not in
Fury
the position he wants.
and a little bit of
No,
space,
Battle Fury
he
will
can
help.
catch up.
I don't know about space though. I think reading the game state at the moment, they really don't have space to do much here. It looks like they're gonna try and go for smoke. The 3 members of the team smoked up now, but they're running into Spectre straight away, who breaks the smoke, and obviously he's got the counterspell and blink, so he's not scared whatsoever. With the
Ooh,
Juggernaut
only
ulti used,
flashes. No.
a bit hopeful there. Was trying to catch onto the Spectre just alone before, as soon as the counterspell was finished, so we can jump onto him, but didn't get it. Silence now used as the both teams kind of jostle around this triangle. The spear is out, the stun is there, but
Wants to use
Jakiro's
the
dealing a
black
lot of
hole.
damage. Looks like the Rolling Thunder is dealing a lot, preventing from the teams from fighting. And then here comes the Arena getting that kill. It looks like, unfortunately, Jakiro's going to suffer, or is he? Or is he going to suffer a
Yeah,
death? There
at
it is.
least
He's going to
Reapers.
get hit by the Reaper Scythe, yes.
Didn't survive the surgery.
Ooh, and can he catch the penguin now?
Spear trying to catch him back. They do find the Centaur, but he's pretty tanky. He's still not really... He's got that Vanguard. It's going to prevent him from getting much more damage on him, and he is going to get away just fine. I don't think we saw the Black Hole be used. It's still off cooldown, so the Necro is
used
still
his-
waiting to kind of...
He used
Find
the
a way.
stuns and then he was out of mana. And
Yeah, Mana
also
Boot's not really
Jakiro
great
stole
there.
all his int already.
Yeah,
Ooh, and Necro looks like a
I
dead
think he's
Necro.
going to be dead again, and he is indeed. That looks
But
like
we
God
get the
Beloved
Lina.
getting another kill as well. The Lena's down. That is just around the... Oh, Spear actually lands there again. Same triangle fight here, but this time there is not a lot of that they have on the Dire side in terms of the ultimates. Centaur going in, he is really tanky. This looks really good for them. Here comes
Yeah.
the Swashbuckle doing some damage, some work as well, and they're trying to find... This is very aggressive now coming out from the Spectre. He does have his roll up as well, and the Ultima is going to be used, but I don't think there's going to be much damage else for him. Is he going to try and come out of this? It looks like Pandora's going to get a kill on the bot lane.
Cleans up. Gets stunned by the hook.
He's doing his best, and the arena, the fight's been going on so long that actually arena is off cooldown, and he gets to stand in the middle of the arena, and it's going to be a kill as well. Back and forth, 4
Triple
kills now from
kill.
the side. Looks like, oh, really long engagement there. Holy crap.
It dropped down to like 50 HP on Sven, and then the Heartstopper region kicked in from the kills he got. And that was really, really important for G2OP, this fight. plus 2k gold for them, plus 3k XP compared to Sibfamily. Big swing in the graphs.
Money to burn.
They're trying to bring this back to a somewhat equal game, and they need this opportunity to make that as quickly as return as they can. It means that Juggernaut has finished his battlefield, but he doesn't have anything else. This looks a bit rough. And he's going to use his
Forget
Omni
Omni
Slash.
Slash?
It is going to get this
hitting.
kill. He's against the solo. Or rather unfortunate, didn't proc his lucky shot with any of those swashbuckles. It will proc with the Blow Breath, but unfortunately, Juggernaut paying for that with his life.
But he has
And I think
one
even
Blow Breath, one
Godbeloved might be... Is he going to be okay? He does a small swashbuckle, doesn't use the max distance to get away, but he's okay for now. He does have the
And
2 stacks of
meanwhile, look
Reaper
at
Snipe, so...
I didn't even realize how farmed the EAM already is.
Oh, yeah. He's just accelerating away here. Look at his build, though. He's, you know, just been left alone to his own engagements here.
It's an insane farming
Dire's
build.
middle tower is under
He
attack.
doesn't have to
Oh.
buy Battle Fury.
No need. He doesn't need to buy crit either.
And with the... Normally I don't like AM hero model too much because it feels kind of weak. But with that build,
When you got
And
the
that
damage
farm,
and the crit
you can
built
make
in
it
like
work.
this, it feels strong. Like, you got all the
Kinda
other
looks
stuff.
alright to me.
Under attack.
Scale,
Absolutely.
you attack fast.
yeah, but if he doesn't get a BKB, he's still
Yep, but it's queued
potentially
up.
gets
Radiant's
disarmed
bottom
by...
tower is under attack.
by the
You know,
Pengu.
I would have almost think of getting that before the Basher. What do you guys
Dire's
think?
top tower has fallen.
You really do need that BKB to fight
Bro, it depends if you want to fight or...
farm,
This is
right?
fine.
I
He'll
mean,
just
He's
disassemble.
just
Yeah.
farming right now,
mean, it's-
right? So
I mean, he's
Yeah.
getting ready to fight now. Having the Basher, then BKB, Skadi, and probably...
He's gonna have it in 700 gold. He just needs to disassemble his Echo Saber, which is fine.
Disarm, and they go on AM. That's a big kill if they get it.
He has no escape. I was like thinking he can just blink out, but no, he's gonna man up instead. The oh god, below.
The
He's
Reaper's
gonna
on
stuck.
him, and he's
His
alive.
Reaper's on him. The disable is good. He's not gonna get out of there. He actually goes back in for a kill though. Black Hole being used to try and catch Lina, but Lina's not yet dead. In fact, she is gonna get out, and unfortunately, the Eidolon's doing so much work here, cleaning up 4 members of Gyro, too good, falling apart here.
those Eidolons,
That's a
wow.
Oh
team
my
wipe.
god, oh, Jesus Christ.
More fuel for my fire.
It looks like
Gyro
an illegal
2OP just
play,
not-
yeah.
Is under attack.
Yeah, not getting the luck they needed in that team fight. They had everything they needed to throw except for the Omni Slash, and it just wasn't enough.
Problem is, well, everything happened. Space died on the top lane to the Chikiro. So he was not in that fight. Because they really need the damage from the Sven to win those fights. The Juggernaut too weak at the moment. He's trying to get a scepter next on Chuck for the mini Omnislash. Which is kind of strong, I guess, with the insane attack speeds he gets.
It's the jump too, right? You can just jump
Nice.
in.
And they just throw everything on that annoying Spectre.
For the Centaur mid, though.
That spin's gonna make them think twice. The rest of this team is up on the cliff behind him. They don't really have vision up there at all.
And Sven, by the way, went for the Radiance. So his Radiance
The stuns are on Nagisa. He is stunned up. Spin is on him. The arena is there, and the is going to fall. The Reaper's Life didn't finish the kill, but it does actually still die in the end. And the Spectre is still dead at the moment.
Radiant's
Necrolite did die as well. Wasn't able to get out of here. And looks like
Oh,
the
he's
Centaur's
now
gonna
out of
fall as well
mana.
to the carries. Yeah.
Cannot spin.
Jakiro also pretty farmed up himself. BKB now finished with the Echo Saber still in the inventory. And the Blink. Oof. No bot tower. Surprised no one actually has claimed that outpost in the Radiant jungle at the moment. Since they do have the tier 2 tower down, they should be able to just take that to give them more motivation to push around here. They're gonna try and stun up the Sven. The spear narrowly misses. They're gonna try and keep pushing for this. The ulti's being used. Macrofire is down on the ground, and it looks like Anti-Mage is gonna come in here with the BKB and just clean this up. Rolling Boulder's gonna try and stop them from escaping, and he has got a couple of seconds left. And he's gonna end it on the high ground, but he's just gonna blink out, and that's gonna be all she wrote. In fact, the stun comes out now. Looks like they're going to try and clean up the AM here. He's not going to be able to get out of this very easily. The blink is on cooldown, and that's going to be a return kill. A really good counter attack by them, stopping that push here. It looks like they're going to be trying to push out into the map. Yeah. Oh, just missing that that stun here, but it looks like he probably is going to take some damage. Not really going to be dying. The reflected stun going right back into him. In fact, he's going to be blinking in aggressively, trying to spear him back. And that's the black hole here. That's going to be pretty much a kill. The ulti stopped. Anti-Mage's ulti to cancel everything. And that was used by the Lina. Lina going in now for another kill. And 3 members died. What looked like a really prominent counter-attack. They had the opportunity. The black hole was there, but weren't keeping track of all the other abilities on the other team, and it looks like that's going to be the cleanup. Still going forward, trying to get these kills here.
And he went for the shard on Sven.
Yeah, in fact, look how much regen he has. He's got the Radiance now. He's got some 27 HP regen, 8 mana regen. He is very tanky.
Too far.
This is starting to fall apart, and unfortunately, no, couldn't get anything more done there.
Honestly, I would just get a heart or something on the Sven instead of the shard. You just want to tank up. The longer you stay alive, the more damage you deal. It's more like Dispersion and Heartstopper plus Radiance.
Yeah, Liquid Frost is good, but probably, yeah, I would certainly say some resistance, even Lascadio or something to reduce the healing on the other team, yeah.
Not really hitting them. I don't know. I don't like the... Because he doesn't get the shard from Dispersion, because you also have to draft the dagger and make it work, so he only gets...
I see. Yeah, so it's a limited shard. It's not really doing all it can do. A smoke up now from G2OP.
Yeah,
They know that the Russians go, but there's no chance of going. They've smoked themselves. They're going back in.
Stunning the
They've already tried to initiate on an illusion. They weren't aware it was an illusion. They should have realized the smoke hadn't broken, and they were running aggressively in, and they were getting stunned up now. It's probably going to fall, but look at Anti-Mage killing up heroes left, right, and center.
Oh my God.
He is currently disarmed. He's got an Abyssal Blade though. He is going to fall here, but that's just the Aegis proc. He's got BKB ready to go. The silence is out now. Blink's also ready to go.
Juggernaut was man fighting the Lina, and...
Yeah, it looks like Omnislash was used, but didn't really... Yeah, that's such a disappointment. His build isn't really conductive to a lot of these aggressive team fights. He really wants a little bit more space, but with the build he's got, he's not going to really find it.
He's just too far behind on the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
You really want to be way more farmed. He only has 2 items at the moment. That's not enough to compete with that AM or that Lina. Or even the Tiarin.
The hill is becoming steeper and steeper as it looks like. I don't know. It's really going to be struggling to actually...
I mean, at least they got the Aegis on the AM, so...
That is true, yeah, but...
a little bit of time for themselves now.
Map control looks strongly in Dire's favor, though. I think and there's now a Wraith Pact finish on the Enigma, like you said. Shadow Blade on the Lina, and a Pipe as well on Spectre. They've got a lot of utility here.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage deals just so much damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, once you pop that God Strength. Oh, but they get the Lina on mid.
I hope you made peace with your sister.
Nice kill there.
Isn't it good to die with guilt?
Looks like there was a Blink Stomp to start the fight there.
30 seconds
like,
on Omnislash.
Radiant's
Yeah, it looks like Spectre did try and get a pick off there. It looks like actually, unfortunately, Omnislash is not going to be used. Anti-Mage immediately demolishes the Juggernaut with a Abyssal Blade stun.
Yeah. And he instantly pings out the high ground ward on Juggernaut and flames his supports. I'm not dewarding it.
This time the spear does land, but again, the damage is negligible. They're going to go for the roll instead. The
Roll
silence is there as
over.
well. And I think this is going to be the kill. Yep, Space Cowboy does fall. Do they look for more? No, he's going to be blinking up to the high ground, a little bit closer towards his team. They're going to reset this battle and try and push for this tier 2. The last tier 2, meanwhile, bot lane taking a little bit of damage here.
And Space Cowboy down to 375 mana, so he's trying to be the 13 mana boy.
So much damage as well, if you just ignore him for a second. 28 intelligence stolen.
Yeah.
Almost
Can be
200
happy.
damage right click. And in Hurricane
Python,
Python, which
doesn't
made
have the shard yet. Oh,
going in. The arena's popped out. The spear is there for the blink. But the double stun is good. The black hole is there as well. But the silence, unfortunately, there's going to be an ice path to block that.
just
It's like this kills.
Omnislash on the. Oh, at
It's
least
dealing
picks-
decent damage. Oh, but the dispersion actually, the counterspell doing a little bit of work there to get the counter.
Yeah, the Swift Slash was counter spelled. Yeah, they don't want to go back on Sibfamily. Buyback committed on the Sven if you kill him now. That's really big. Abyssal used on Sven.
Dead.
He cannot get away. And he's down.
God strength being used. Damage is buffed up. Tower is gonna fall, and Pango ultimate is now rolling in around. Look at that use. Well, using the spear to throw him back into the
Nice,
team
yeah.
as well. Very, very nice combination of abilities here. Ice Wall just misses. But this looks finished for this mid lane of racks, and I think they're going for more. Anti-Mage eyeing the bottom racks. And the towers are starting to crumble and fall. 48 seconds at least to wait for the Necrolyte to come back on, and Sven as well, not going to be here for this fight for sure. The Wraith Pact, it looks like 2 lanes of racks is going to be very quickly falling to the side of the Dire, as G2OP going to have to try and figure out what they can do to try and hold on to their last racks in the top lane.
Ooh, an arena. Ah, okay. He misses
It does
the
whiff.
tango.
Yep. Centaur is still stuck in there. In fact, he does get stunned up after using the spin, not probably running the wrong direction, but
Looks like the call is Megas for Sibfamily.
yeah, they don't need to
have
back out
creeps.
here. Creeps are slowly coming in from the mid, and they are stronger now.
Yeah, it should be enough time for Sven and Necro to respawn, but they want the
Yeah,
jug.
they're going for the
There's
jug. They're
no
going to
buyback.
force this engagement now. 3 seconds to go. Ultimates are going to be used. There is a spear ready to fire as well. And it is fired back, and they're going to get this kill. In fact, he uses the ultimate first, but he does get cleaned up. Centaur also falling near the top tower to the Anti-Mage as well. Anti-Mage now clearing out the tier 3 tower. Nagisa trying to go for this damage. The spear is out from Spectre, helping him out. Getting the right clicks. Spaceport Cowboy very tanky, but it looks like he's running out of space. The trade is there, but Anti-Mage just cleaned up the racks. The horn has been called, and GG's been called, in fact, as
GG
well, as
calls.
the creeps go.
Strong performance by Sibfamily. Winning against G2OP. Was not expecting such a clean performance by Sibfamily. I'm
Pretty good
impressed.
draft by them as well. Yeah.
Well played, well played.
At the GG.
At the GG indeed. So, and up next we have Team No Jungle against Sibfamily.
No jungle, huh? Do you know much about that team, Blopp? Any members you could think of that
Yeah,
are
the
on that
boss
team?
4 player is kind of strong.
But no one remembers the pos 4 players, mate.
Yep, sorry. It's Thompson or nobody.
Blobson is
Oh,
the
Yeah,
of
No, no,
boss 4.
Tom Thompson.
Tom Thompson.
Yeah, big Tom Thompson.
Yeah, big upset. I really was. My favorite was G2OP going into this game, and impressed that Sibfamily took it in such a convincing fashion, winning all lanes and yeah, keeping their cores farmed. AM just snowballing away.
There's
Yeah.
no one even close to him. Like the spend tried and then just got shut down hard.
Very
Absolutely,
clean
yeah.
performance by them, yeah. Getting the Roche, just never throwing. Great performance, I have to say.
Yeah, there was a few pickoffs here or there, you know, when someone was extended or that kind of thing, but it just felt like they were always on the back foot. You know, always, well, what's next? What's next? What are we doing? That kind of thing.
Yeah, the
Sid
biggest
was the
issue
one
was
doing the tempo setting, right?
yeah, I mean they wanted to get the Juggernaut really big because it's such a nice build with Fiery Soul and Omnislash. If you get that, if he was as farmed as the AM, he would easily win the 1-1 battle against the AM. But the issue was he had a bad lane, then he never had space to farm anywhere on the map, and yeah, so he never got online on
No,
that
never
AM
came online
on
at
that
all.
Juggernaut.